Buckle up, we are in for a rough flight. This weather sure is nice. Glad I'm not in Canada right now, eh?
I think you're dreaming there, buddy.
It's now February. Why the heck is there a freaking Christmas tree here?
Are you famous?
No, I'm just a goober.
A goober? That's cute.
All right, we should be live. There we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome to February. It is Sunday, February the 1st, just after 8 p.m. I see a lot of people in the chat already. Dylan Reynolds is here. Chowdhury, Alicia Lewis, Alex from Phuket, Diva Tequila.
There goes the Home Alone sequel.
Brandon 68699, rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara. There goes the Home Alone sequel. Well, she already did Home Alone, Lost in New York. Thank you. Yes, rest in peace, Canadian legend and icon Catherine O'Hara. 71, way too early. She left us. If there's anything positive to come out of this, is a whole lot of people are like digging up a lot of her old work and watching a lot of the movies and TV shows she's done and kind of remembering her and celebrating her. That's really the only silver lining. But yeah, I grew up being a big fan. I saw her in a million things. She was just one of those faces that every time you saw her, you knew you were getting a performance. She was always funny. So sad stuff. There was a clip of her and Phil Hartman singing a song about the Blue Jays winning the World Series that was enough to put a tear in your eye. There's also a picture of her with the late John Candy. A couple of yeah, anyways, it's sad stuff, but yeah, rest in peace. Thank you everyone else for tuning in. Madano's here, Chantel, Mary, Carl Roth, Zach McNally. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Karen Boom is in the room. B. Coleman, Truth Awareness, Indigenous Power. I believe that's Lisa, whose Jaws here. Melm Jet Set, Chris Mills, and everyone else. Sorry if I missed you. There's so many of you already. We have over 200 people already. Lisa DeYoung, John Nicholson, and yeah, I thought it's been a while since I had anything to drink. Pardon me for my American whiskey. This will be replaced with a Canadian bottle when I finally work my way through it. I was given this like a year or two ago. I have not been drinking a whole lot, so we're gonna work this up. What kind of language is that? So I'm gonna use this fancy glass I got. I'm gonna pour some in there. And we're going to add some... Jeanette, you said Pepsi. But some Cherry Zero Coke. These were on sale at the supermarket, so I grabbed 3 cases the other day. Yes, I carried 3 12-packs home. Was that awkward as fuck? Yes, it was awkward as fuck, but I did that. They were like $5.99 a case or something kind of unusually cheap. They're like $8.99 on Amazon. So cheers to everyone out there. Happy Sunday. The whiskey is going to cost you 20% tariffs. I've still got a whole bottle of Crown. I've got the Northern Rye, the one from the year it won that BS Best Whiskey in the World award. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that. I've got all kinds of stuff I still need to get to. I've been drinking a whole lot less. Could that have anything to do with being in better shape? I don't know. But cheers to everyone. Jeanette, $5. Jack. Jack and Cole. Thank you, Jeanette, and thank you for your super chat earlier as well. Thank you so much for the $5. Cheers to you. Devin Sullivan's here. Chantel. So today, my plan for the other channel was to go to the west side. I had a neighborhood I haven't explored in a while, mapped out. I spent about half an hour just kind of like digging through, researching, looking up stuff, talking points, you know, just so I could actually bring something to the table. And then I was going to do a live stream and just walk west. I probably wasn't going to make it to downtown, or at least not as far as like Dundas Square or anything. But when I got to Eglinton Station, the subway was so packed. The platform, you could barely get on the platform. Then the train rolls in and there's no room on the train. Nobody got off. Nobody was getting on. Some people were noticeably upset, like groveling, like this is the 3rd train, blah, blah, blah. So I waited. I was standing next to someone who had clearly been there longer than me. So when there was like a little gap on the train, I was like, just go in there. I'm standing closer to the door, but you've been here longer than me. Get on there. So, yeah, I finally got on a train. I was like this, like holding my backpack like a good person, not wearing it like an asshole, like just kind of like trying not to breathe on anyone. You're that close. And that's when I was just like, I'm just going to get off at Bloor Young and record this event. This is obviously like a pretty big event. I saw some drone footage and it was like insane how many people were on the street. So yeah, I know it was political in nature. I'm not like a political commentator or anything, but if a big event hits the city, I'm going to cover it. So that was my reasoning for doing that. I just thought this was like bigger than your standard protest of 100 people standing around. So yeah, I just went there. I saw Jeff was live streaming it as well. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I got that notification. So I went downtown and did that. So big thanks to everyone. I kind of caught a peek at his chat and I caught a peek at our chat. And I just want to commend everyone in Strides Land. It was quite civil. There were, of course, some goobers, but for the most part, it was civil. Thank you, mods, as well. It is what it is, but yeah, it was a good day. A lot of support, a lot of people out there for the right reasons. So it was good to see lots of people, like probably 200,000 or 300,000 people. Like, I'm not lying. When you see the drone footage, maybe we'll find some on Reddit later. But it was crazy. So I did that, and here we are. And next Sunday, allegedly, the Crosstown is going to open up. Let's take a poll. Do you guys actually think the Crosstown will open up next Sunday? Will the Crosstown open up next Sunday? Yes. No way in hell. Yes, but in some limited capacity. So I've got 3 options. Yes, it's opening. No way in hell. And yes, but in some limited capacity. So let's see what you guys think. The TTC doesn't seem too confident. If it does open next Sunday, I'm going to try to make a video or 2. I'll probably spend the 9th making some videos as well. Check, because there's lots of stations to explore. It's not like Finch West. And yeah, so we'll see. But hopefully that's what I'm doing next Sunday. Hopefully the Crosstown is open. Hopefully it's up and running. If not, if it doesn't open next Sunday, I'm saying April 1st is my official prediction. Estelle says, can't answer. I have no idea. You've been following the saga. Anyone who's remotely familiar with Toronto has been following it. And you've seen the debacle that was Line 6. So 50% of you are saying no way in hell. Chris Mills is voting for in some limited capacity. If it does open, I think that'll be the case. They had an emergency brake problem, so probably not. Yeah, some of the trams or streetcars, whatever, LRTs, I guess is the correct term, were applying their emergency brakes for some reason. Like, what's up with that? We'll have to see. But my hopes are not up, and that will be probably the last Sunday stumbles for a while as well. I'm not hinting that I'm going away or anything, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off. Who do you like next week, Seahawks or Patriots? Patriots, so sue me. Not a Robert Kraft fan, but I want the Patriots to win. They said some of the trams are already 10 years old. Yeah, that's how... Some of them are already on like multiple replacement parts. Probably sensor issues with this extreme weather and temps. What are the temperatures going to be next Sunday? Toronto weather 7-day forecast. Let's see. What are we in for next Sunday? This says Wednesday, February 11th, -9. That's not, I want to know all the way to February 8th. Sunday, February 8th, -12 feels like -18. So same shit, different toilet. It's going to be cold.
Jack and Coke might not keep you fit, Johnny. Not a night I would call in. I will probably miss many streams in February for warmer GA and Winter Olympics.
Peter Bradfield, thank you, sir, for the $4.99. Jack and Coke might not keep you fit. No, but in moderation. I've already edited and uploaded tomorrow's video. The thumbnail is done. Sometimes I do that after the Stumble stream. Sometimes I was like extremely high or beyond tipsy doing that after the Stumble stream. I already did that before the stream. I had a slice of leftover pizza from Grazie, so we're good to go. So I don't mind if I get a little messy during the stream or after the stream. But thank you, Peter Bradfield. Not a night I would call in. I will probably miss many streams in February for warmer Georgia weather and the Winter Olympics. Well, thank you, Peter Bradfield. Cheers to you. Where are the Winter Olympics? How do I not even know that? I know they're gearing up in LA. The 2026 Winter Games are the first to officially be hosted by two destinations, Milan and Cortina, Italy. Did they finish the... Yeah, I knew that. Did they finish the arena where they're supposed to play hockey? Winter Olympics is in Milan. Brandon says, I checked the weather forecast for Miami. It's like 9 degrees. So 16% of you, we have over 100 votes, by the way, say yes, the Crosstown will open up next Sunday. 49% of you saying no way in hell. My words. 36% of you are saying yes, but in some limited capacity. Digital Blade CA says there was a 504 King streetcar sign that said the next streetcar is in 54 minutes on Thursday. Sorry, I took an $8 Uber. Yesterday, I found myself on Parliament Street in the freezing cold, walking up a sidewalk that like was not a sidewalk. It was just piles of snow. I don't know how a week after a snowstorm, right alongside a bunch of apartment buildings, you will see this in an upcoming video. There are like, the sidewalk is completely unwalkable for like half of the population. It was not good. There were 3 Parliament buses back to back, 2 minutes apart. You could actually see them all at once going south. Next one going north, 22 minutes. Like, what the fuck are you doing, TTC? Like, hold your... Why are you sending 3 buses out at the same time from Castle Frank Station to go down the line all at once, wait all that time on a freezing cold day to come up altogether. Bunching is a problem. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. They very easily could have staggered those releases. Like, it's just unbelievable how shit the TTC is. And I was like walking on the word. I don't mean to be complaining. I got content out of it. But I'm always thinking about like other people. I saw people like standing at a bus stop. I'm like, you're going to be here a while. Has anyone heard of this new rideshare app called Hop? They recently expanded into Durham region and it's so cheap. On the downside, drivers will cancel all the time and the wait times are pretty long. I've been using Hop quite often. Lately, Lyft has been cheaper though. But I've had good luck with Hop. Usually, the only problem with Hop is the drivers always stop on the street. My building has like a little pickup loop and they never do it. So I think that's their app problem. But let's do a little test. I'm going to end this poll here. Thank you for voting. I'm going to do from my house to the CN Tower. Let's see who's going to be cheaper. Purely price, not who's first. Who's going to be cheaper? Is it going to be Lyft, Uber, or Hop? What do you guys think? Let me try here. I'll see what I can show on my screen because I've been having fantastic luck with Lyft. CN Tower. Okay, right now, Lyft is $18 to the CN Tower. That's Lyft. I didn't want to show like my exact address, so oh, I know what I can do. Uber. How much is Uber going to be? I have Uber Eats. Where's Uber? Where to? CN Tower. And the Lyft would have come within like a few minutes. Uber. Exactly the same price. $18.29 coming within 2 to 11 minutes. That's using Wait and Save. So no difference between. Usually Uber is more expensive than everything, but lately I've been getting some good deals with Uber. Hop's going to be the king, right? Hop says coming in 2 minutes. $19. Lyft and Uber beating Hop. That is crazy. I'm going to give Lyft and Uber the tie. Hop last place. That's just me. Normally Hop is clearly cheaper. Do a poll of how many polls Stumbles will do tonight. That is it. Devin says 18.29 equals 13 USD. Not bad. Lisa says Lyft. I usually do Lyft. What if you used Uber Eats and said that you were the snack that needed to be delivered? Some guy who says he's in like a car is going to show up on his bike, and that's going to be that. Face Drive used to be another competitor based out of Scarborough, but I have no idea. There's another one too. That might be it. Like a corporate owned. I don't know. What about Beck? Not an option. I don't do cabs. I've known people that have had like the old debit card switcheroo pulled on them. I mean, from a driving quality point of view, they're all fucking terrible. There's good drivers and there's shit drivers, but you definitely see someone do something that is not cool and there's like a Lyft or Uber sign in their car or they're in a taxi. So I'm not going to discriminate based on driver quality, but just too much shady shit has gone down with cabs. I'm done with cabs in this city. Harold Reynolds says, what did the bra say to the hat? I'll give these two a lift and you go on ahead. Harold Reynolds, that you should have saved that one for a phone call. That was awesome. William says, watch your Midtown Midnight Walk video this morning. Thank you. Devin says, this is why you just hire a professional driver. Yeah, as if we can all afford that. I've seen Uber vans where the insides are stinky and filthy. It's hit or miss, but I usually just use Lyft. If it costs too much, I'll pull out Hop. I use like a mix. I rarely use Uber unless it's like Lyft and Hop are having problems, then they'll try it. Beck used to have an app pre-Uber. They did. I think they still do, right? But I'm done with cabs. No offense, cabbies. So how the heck are you guys? What did you guys get up to this weekend? Did anyone... Sorry to the folks of Iran. It's been brought to my attention that I've been mispronouncing it. I know at some point in my life I've been corrected. It just didn't stick with me. I genuinely, sincerely apologize. I'm ignorant. That is my own ignorance for not... it's like when someone says the Ukraine and you get corrected, you're like, no, that's Ukraine. Never say the Ukraine, right? That was just one of those things where from now on, Iran, it is. I got to retrain my brain. I've been saying Iran my whole life. I swear I've heard like news anchors and stuff and people on TV say it that way. So I'm not trying to be ignorant, but I was ignorant and I apologize for that. Someone was kind of a dick about it in the comments. And I saw one of you call them out on that. It is what it is, but I apologize, guys, if I rubbed anyone the wrong way by mispronouncing a country. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Trump trying to pronounce Azerbaijan, right? Sal Smith says Uranus. I swear it's Uranus, not Uranus. Tripod says, I'm in Barrie, helped clear 300 centimeters of snow. Another thing, a lot of people are giving Olivia Chow shit for the state of snow removal, and she definitely takes some blame for that, but the snow removal contract was a creature of the previous mayor, right? You can only do so much with someone else's, like, shit work. So, yeah, I don't think that blame is necessarily squarely on her. It should go to city council members who were around back then in part as well. But a lot of the poor snow removal response is actually Mr. Tory's good work, unfortunately, or fortunately. Carl says, what about Doug Ford's option? Take it to the CN Tower, but first I have to dig a tunnel from Eglinton Station through downtown Dundas Square. Well, that he would pay for the study, right? He would pay his buddies for that study and have no intention on actually doing it. Billy T says, I'm Ukrainian. We all call it the Ukraine. I heard a few people get very, very upset when it was called that. Digital Blade CA says, I still blame Miss Chow for that. She raised my property taxes again. Do you know who didn't raise your property taxes year after year after year after year, to the point where whoever the new mayor was had absolutely no choice but to raise your property taxes? Guess who that was? Just take a wild guess who refused to raise property taxes, and the city was just going into so much debt that it was impossible not to give them a hearty raise. Who do you think that was? Could that be John Tory again? You know, that's kind of how he kept getting elected over and over again. So, yeah, I don't know. Olivia Chow's not perfect. Like, she shouldn't have endorsed renaming Dundas Square. There's a lot of things she shouldn't have done. They're tearing down an arena and replacing it with, like, basketball courts. And, like, the city's doing all kinds of stupid shit that makes no sense. But it's always done stupid shit that's made no sense. That's always been... Every municipality does that. Yeah, but the snow removal, not really her thing. The property taxes, not really her thing. Like, should she be an ostrich and just stick her head in the sand and say, we're not going to be able to pay for anything, guys. Like, it is what it is. Hey, Travel Fun 69 is here. Jeff, it was good to see you. I got a clip of me meeting you earlier today. Lisa says no politician is perfect. Also remember, they're all playing on the same team, and that's not the team we are on, right? That's just my attitude with all politicians. You know, they would rather have a beer with each other, even if they're like, Pierre Poilievre would rather meet Mark Carney for a beer than me or you. Like, that's just the way it works. We can think otherwise, but no, they're in a club. We're not in that club. That's my my honest opinion on all of that. So I try to stay out of it, but you're free to think of what you want. Travel Fun 69 says, good to see you, bro. I saw Orient Gent after too. Awesome. So he's back, right? He went on a big escapade through Asia. I got to reconnect with him. We had some like video and content ideas, but it's good to see Jeff was there, supporting a good cause, live streaming it. Lorena was there, your trusty sidekick. Is that fair to call her that? Math Doctor says, how about Alex Honnold climbing Taipei 101 the other day? That was awesome. That guy, of all the like athletic feats anyone living has ever done, that guy is probably like the greatest human alive right now. He like climbed El Capitan, right? Free solo without any gear, any rigs, and they filmed it. Like the guy like literally had a 90% chance of plunging to his death, and he like did it. Some of those maneuvers were crazy. And then he did Taipei 101 live on Netflix. Watching that was unreal. That was like 1,000 times easier, I'm sure, than like scaling a mountain. But like holy shit, balls of steel. Maybe he has a death wish, but he's also got a family and a wife and all, and everyone's watching him. I just hope for his sake he hangs it up. Like, dude, no one's ever gonna do what you did. You are crazy. Like, just hang it up, man. That was awesome. Good stuff. Hopefully Netflix doesn't like bring back this era of daredevils killing themselves, doing silly things that are gonna endanger their lives. Like Alex, like if you're gonna have one guy do that, that was the guy to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I remember watching his free solo movie. Just like, I knew he was okay. I knew that he came out of it okay, but I was like almost shitting myself watching that movie. I just felt like, how can anybody put themselves through that? Like, all I know is, yeah, he must have like the best grip strength on planet Earth. And he would, if someone said who's the greatest athlete alive, I would probably say him. Like, fuck Michael Jordan, fuck Tom Brady, Wayne Gretzky, all those guys. Fuck them. This guy, like, that was so much more impressive than what anyone playing like a ball and stick sport has ever done. Ashley says, I don't think I'd be able to watch something like that. It's hard. It's like, and there's something morbid about it. Because like, you know, you watch an MMA fight, one guy might get knocked out. There's like a 1 in 100,000 chance someone will die. You're watching a guy climb like a structure like that without anything, and you're just like, part of you is watching out of morbid curiosity, right? Like you're hoping it doesn't happen, but there's that little thing in your brain that's just like there for it. I don't know. It's such a like a conflicting feeling. I don't know, but awesome, dude. Awesome accomplishment. Please, you've made enough money. Teach other people how to climb. I don't know. Don't do that again, especially since you have a little one. Dang, you're going to do Gretzky like that? In fairness, Wayne Gretzky, kind of a shitty human being, right? So I'm not surprised if his name turns up in the Epstein files. It is what it is. I'm having anxiety walking out of my 12th floor balcony sometimes. Ooh, I love that feeling of like looking over my balcony with my hands on the railing and like jumping up. It like, I don't know, makes the blood move a little quicker. Quick, everyone. Best tax preparation centers in Toronto. Where? Says unknown name, unknown number. Use Simple Tax. If you're a Wealth Simple client, just use Simple Tax. Have Google Gemini ready. Send it screenshots. If there's anything you don't know how to do, put it in Google Gemini. It'll like literally, if you don't mind sharing your most personal information with fucking Google, it'll literally tell you everything. It'll help optimize your taxes. Like,
Netflix reportedly only paid Alex Honnold $500,000 to risk his life climbing Taipei 101.
Digital Blade CA, that seems like he was criminally underpaid, but thank you so much for the super chat and for bringing that up. Oh, by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a tax attorney, tax accountant. If your shit is complicated, you know, seek professional help. But like, I've been doing my taxes. I'm just waiting on my final forms to come in. Just capital gains forms and stuff like that. I already know what those amounts are. But yeah, like Gemini is amazing at like optimizing your taxes, telling you things you missed, telling you like, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's saving me a lot of money because I'm an idiot and obviously pissed away a lot of money in previous years. B9XM says Google knows everything you do anyways. Matt Attack says don't forget your disclaimer. Who is Johnny? Does he have a day job? First time here, says Jean-Marc Bordeaux. Yes, I have a day job. My day job is walking around the streets of Toronto, groveling at bad drivers at the city for not clearing snow. Looking up at skyscrapers, thinking how awesome it'll be if they're even taller than they're planned. But no, this is my second channel. We're at 9.86k subscribers. YouTube played a very dirty trick on me. It put us up to 10,000 subs a few months ago. And then it like did a massive subscriber purge, like where it like literally so many subscribers just disappeared and we got knocked way back down. What'll happen if you have bot accounts, if bots have subscribed to you, if inactive accounts, or if accounts have been inactive for a long time, it'll often remove them. Just like, so if, you know, you bought a bunch of fake subscribers, it'll start stripping those off when it realizes they're not real. So I had just accumulated a lot of like bogus subscribers at some point and it just got rid of them. So we're sitting at 9.87k. So hopefully we get back up to 10. But the other channel is like 144,900 and something. I think it actually hit 145,000. Would you ever wear Google Meta glasses? It would be helpful for your live streams. That way you won't risk people saying stop filming me. Brandon, Phuket Walk, member for 6 months. Subscribe now so we'll get another 10k stream. Thank you, Phuket Walk. Please do not send me super chats if I reach 10k on this channel. We already had that stream. We already did it. You know, find a good cause and donate. Find another creator and sign up to their Patreon. But thank you, Phuket Walk, for 10 months of membership. Would I ever use Google Meta glasses? My feelings on those glasses are they're really cool. I like the idea, but I don't like the idea that, like, when I'm walking around holding a camera, I'm holding a fucking camera. People can see that's a camera, right? When you're wearing glasses, I think it ought to be a law that there's like a flashing red light on the glasses so other people can see that you're recording. Just right. So until they implement something like that, or if I can't get that on glasses, I'm not going to wear them. I think there's a line that you're crossing there, right? It's kind of creepy recording someone without their consent. We're a one-way consent province, which is fine. You don't need someone's consent. But I think they should be able to see the camera, right? I think so that's my opinion. I think they're cool, but I just think ethically it should be disclosed that you're recording. Jennifer Gallus says there's a light on my Meta glasses when recording. Is it possible to disable that light? Is it always there? Is it always apparent? Epic Nation HD, Stumbler. Epic Nation HD for life. Thank you for joining the Stumbler tier. Lorero8423 says, I like your hair looking good this evening. Thanks. I used like shitty 5-in-1. I just got sent a WhatsApp. My answer to that is, I don't know. I'm a hypocrite. You can get one of those sensors to cover the red lights. That way they won't know, but still, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. My biggest problem with the Google glasses, the Meta glasses, are that they're not 16:9. They're like, it's either square or vertical, which is bullshit. Our field of view is super horizontal. That's the way we see and experience the world. So like, give the option for them to fucking record 16:9. I hate it when like YouTubers like decide to be all like cool and like they make a 4:3 or 1:1 video, or they do 9:16 and it's a long form video. Like, fuck off with that. Like 16:9. That's the only aspect ratio there should be, in my humble opinion. Billy T, welcome to Stumbler. Cheers to you, Billy T. Hidden Jackpot says 16 by 9. Yeah, I don't mind it if it's like super widescreen, like super cropped, like super cinematic. It just bugs me when there's like vertical bars on the left and right. Like, fuck off with that. And on that note, thank you for joining membership. We're going to have a little more Jack Daniels. It's been a while since I've gotten into this. Good old Pythagorean theorem, 9, 16, 25. Jennifer Gala, you're an audio visual expert. What are your thoughts on non 16 by 9 content? Meta glasses is square, but you can edit for horizontal. That said, maybe Google's Android XR glasses would have the option. Imagine streaming and reading the comments on the stream. That'll be neat. If they can do that, you have to be careful to like not turn your head very fast, because you're going to give a lot of your viewers like motion sickness, and it's going to be pretty jarring. But if they have like the indicator that you're like recording and using the camera, I think that's cool. Driving live stream, that would be pretty, I guess. No, I don't know. Like, what about when you want to check your phone? You get like a message from a friend. You know, you're going to look at your phone and stream that. That's kind of, I don't know about that. You gotta be very careful with that, I guess. Matt Attack says that was a big pour. It's the only way to do it. All right, Jack Coke number 2. Cheers. Oof. Yeah, that was probably 2.5 shots worth. Anyways, the message will pop up on the glasses. I miss JD brings you back to your teens. Oh, well, we'll get rid of this bottle in a few months. I don't know about those VR devices. When I was younger, all the eye doctors said we were looking too close to... I think that's a myth. Just checked out your other channel. It was okay. No French content. Jean-Marc Bardot. I love the brutal honesty. There should be French. My videos on the other channel should be in 22 languages. French should be there. Do some walktubers do secret recording in public, says Greg Keenan. Some probably try to conceal it. I just think like there's nothing illegal or wrong about recording in public, at least in the places that I do it, or in public spaces. So why conceal your camera? I feel like, honestly, I don't want to, I've said this before, but if I'm walking behind like a pretty girl and I'm holding my camera, I feel like a fucking creep. I stop usually and I don't mean to discriminate against anyone. You know, you're all good looking in your own way. But in my mind, it's like other people see that and they're like, that dude's a creep. Like, you naturally make that connection, right? So it's just kind of like, I feel awkward. It is like going, like, I don't know. I tend to point the camera the other way. I tend to slow down and let them like go ahead, or I'll speed up and walk around them. Matt Doctor says we're all models here. We are. But it's just like, yeah, so wearing like glasses that are a camera also creates that sort of uneasy feeling. So it is what it is. Sorry, pretty girls, for discriminating against you, but I don't follow you like I follow everyone else. It's just, I just feel like a creep doing it. That's all. That's a compliment. Take it as a compliment. That's all. And if I don't do that to you, don't take it as an insult. It is what it is. What happens if you're wearing the glasses and your gaze naturally veers down? What happens if like you forget to take them off and you like pop behind a tree to take a leak? I don't know. Lisa says less is more. Sometimes I'm honest. Jeanette Morales, good evening, says Toronto's doo-wop music guy. Estelle, hope you're feeling well at the moment. Peter, yes, hopefully 2026 is a year of improvement and recovery for you. Congrats on your journey so far, your weight loss journey. Jeanette laughing. I'm digging a hole. This is what I used to do, right? This is what this channel used to be. I used to like get high or drunk and like go right up to the limit of good taste, occasionally often going to the other side of the limit, getting myself in trouble. And then I think we just got lamer and lamer and lamer. Do you feel the same if you're at the beach recording, says Greg? No, because when you're at the beach, like, you're going there to like, you know, people want to kind of be seen, right? The beach is a different animal. Like dudes are taking off the shirts, girls are wearing their bikinis. Like you're out there in public. It's like, yeah, that is different. I don't feel bad because like, you know, I don't know if you're conscious about that stuff, you would wear something a little more conservative. It is what it is. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. Johnny, do you think the Google glasses will be able to zoom in and out like you do in a regular video while you're streaming? I don't know, Carl. I don't know. At least it's not a nude beach, says Brandon. John says, I don't have a beach body anymore. Lisa says, or wear whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, like, there's no such thing as like a beach body. Just like fucking wear your swimsuit and go out there and have fun and be you. The thing with that, my honest opinion is nobody gives a fuck what you look like. You're doing it for you, right? Like, no, like people judge themselves way too hard. Nobody gives a shit. Like you could be the hottest person in the world and you walk past me 2 seconds later, I'm not even thinking about you ever again. Like nobody cares. Do it for yourself. Wear what you feel comfortable. Look how you want to look. That's all it is. You should try vlogging one day wearing I don't even know what that is, Justin. Hidden Jackpot says, I feel more comfortable in Cuba on the beach than I do here. Beware of looking at the wrong dude's girlfriend. Yeah, if that dude has a problem with like you doing a human thing and looking at another person, which we all do, then like fuck them. Chantel says nobody is perfect. Pobuddy is nerfect. I don't know. Hello, Johnny. Are Speedos acceptable? Whatever is acceptable. Okay, let's get off of this topic. Yeah, Carl Roth. That's another issue. Why Cuba of all places? As someone who grew up in Europe, the beach is open season. No one cares. Exactly. Nobody fucking cares. Be comfortable. Be you. DJ Belmont says, I'm wearing a tank top and shorts. I'm not going topless at the beach. Yeah, I used to be rocking like quite the skinny fat dad bod, right? I never cared. I just showed up to the pool. Those are usually like the people with the best attitudes. Anyways, I'll stop digging this hole. So 334 viewers. Thank you guys. What we'll do in a few minutes is I'll throw on the green screen. We'll share some of that. We'll take a look at some videos. What's going on? What am I doing? Why do I have that? I've got a bunch of stuff open. I do not want to accidentally share. So let me close a bunch of this stuff before I do that. Like, why do I have my WhatsApp wide open? Why do I have my BitTorrent wide open? Or QBTorrent? Let me close these things here. I was not very smart before I set up this live stream. In France, it's a law to wear Speedos. You can't wear shorts in a pool in France. That's a weird law. We are... All right. Isn't a beach body a body on a beach? Exactly, Darren. Exactly. Thank you for your super earlier today. Cayo Coco has some of the most epic beaches. However, the food is pure shit. That's in Cuba. There's little they can do about that in Cuba. There's been like the embargo. There's very few. I think Venezuela was like only one of the few countries they could get stuff in from. And like that's now fucked up. If you go like into town in Cuba, their local food is incredible. Resort food is shit. Local food is like they know what they're doing. But when they're trying to make like Western food or Japanese food without the stuff you need to make that food, it's not good. But my advice is get into town and go to some local eateries and you'll get some really good food in Cuba. Hidden Jackpot says, I feel bad for Cuba. Yeah, it's one thing Cuba does really well. I don't know what this has to do with anything, why we're talking about Cuba, but they actually send doctors door to door to do wellness checks. Here is like this authoritarian dictatorship regime, like giving two shits about its people and sending doctors to like check on everyone. And they have like, I think a better literacy rate than the United States. So let's not write like Cuba off as like this shithole. Like there's a lot of good there too. The people are like incredibly friendly. Local food is really good. They will charge you a lot more if you're a foreigner than the local people, and good for them for doing that. Like I fully agree with that. So it is what it is, but no, it's an awesome country. I hope to go back there. Awesome because the people are awesome. And they're really good at baseball. ChatGPT is banned in Cuba. However, you can use a VPN. Everywhere has a better literacy rate than the U.S., says Jean-Marc Bordeaux. No offense, American viewers, but set the bar low on that one. Getting Cuban cigars would be out. Justin says Cuba or Thailand. No offense, Cubans, but Thailand all day, every day. Johnny is a very model of a modern major general. He's information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. Oh, you're doing a song there, Peter. Jean-Marc Bordeaux says, sorry, educated Americans. How about them Epstein files? Bill Gates. Who would have knew? Trying to smuggle some SDT meds for Melinda Gates. No wonder why she dumped your ass, right? Like, holy shit. What a piece of shit all of these like rich, powerful people turned out to be. And how is this not front page news on everything? Like, it's been confirmed Donald Trump is a piece of shit who should be rotting in jail for the rest of his life, along with like all these other incredibly wealthy people. Even Elon Musk, like, he may not have been there, but he asked, like, when is the party? When is the best time to go? I don't know. I think, like, the fact that this isn't, like, the only news on all of the news pages right now is fucked. The world is fucked if these people can get away with it. That's all I'll say on that. Jennifer Gallus says, Bill Gates. Now I know why he named his company Microsoft. Galen Weston Jr. Everybody's in the files. Fuck these rich people. These human trafficking, like, I don't know. It's unspeakable what's going on. So hopefully something gets done. Also, we now know Kash Patel, the FBI director, is a lying sack of shit, because these files directly contradict what he said earlier. There's just so much there. Like, this should literally like shut down the US government and like clean everyone out and just have a fresh election. Like, it is nuts. Ashley Stewart says, it did not shock me that the billionaires are creeps. The actual details, though, are really hard to read. They use like their black highlighting pen. That's the joke, right? To redact so much stuff, and yet we can already see what's happened. Hidden Jackpot says, I don't trust anyone with 1 million in income. There's a lot of like just hardworking, successful people making $1 million. We're talking much, much, much beyond that in Jackpot. These people are way beyond $1 million income. Question, is there an alternative to Facebook out there that's good, reliable, fun, and easy to use? Friendster? MySpace? I don't know. I don't use Facebook. Guess what? These people will be voted again. Welcome to this amazing... Well, if Doug Ford got voted again, like, holy fuck. I have no hope for humanity after that happened. Blue Sky, says Justin. Friendster, love it. Tumblr? Yeah, the world is fucked. Anyways, maybe I should get the green screen going. Let me move the chat over here. I noticed on the last stream the green screen wasn't looking so good, so I set up an auxiliary light. Kabah! Filters, chroma key. Ooh, we've got a nasty spot over there. We'll move that. Move that. I'm surprised I'm even able to operate this thing. All right. Let me move all of those icons off of the screen. There was nothing there incriminating. But there could have been. That could have been a mistake. Focus on your own micro environment and survival. Don't concern yourself with big macro problems. That's my motto, Kartik. Yes, get your own shit together, right? Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what gets you to the finish line. You know, get your own shit in order. You could not have given better advice on that. Anyways, I need to hide the screen again. Hey, why did that light turn off? Wow, I'm very glad I did that. Note to self, create separate streaming environment where I will share things without accidentally, yeah. Jeff, you were here. Travel Fun 69. I ran into you earlier today. The JD is starting to hit. Maybe. This is the video I recorded earlier. Let me see. Where's... Look who it is.
So many people here.
I was actually going to record a different video, but I couldn't get on the subway. So I'm like, this must be a big deal because there's so many people.
Oh yeah,
coming.
there's probably gonna be 100,000.
Lorena, I think, is using the same gimbal that I have, and she is using a Lorena. If you're watching this,
I was actually going
I have some advice for you.
record a different video,
I want to see that.
I couldn't get on the subway.
Lorena, don't plug your phone in this way because this cable is going to tug on your phone. There's a little plug on your gimbal. You can get a short cable and plug that in. And then you can, I don't know. Let me see. I'll show you how you do it. That is how you do it, Lorena. Look at this dude rocking a serious gimbal, a serious camera, IPVA. Oop. OBS Studio just giving me some connection issues. Hopefully everything is okay. Yeah, there was a lot of people recording today. There's another dude with like a serious camera on a gimbal. There's another dude.
Drone footage. I'm just gonna keep moving, but I'll see you again. I'll be circling.
Jeff, Lorena. So yeah, it was cool to see them. Lisa says, I don't think anyone saw your advice. Was that when it froze? Oh well. So I think that's going to be tomorrow's video, but since we're here, I'll show you some of the bullshit I was dealing with. Mercedes, where's that video? Where is the video I'm talking about? Nope, not there. Look at this sidewalk. Can you not tell me this is total fucking bullshit? Conspiracy against Johnny sharing the advice on the cord? Maybe. Look at this sidewalk. What are we doing? This is 6 days after the snowfall. Hidden Jackpot says, what sidewalk? And at one point, I'm literally walking 3 feet above the road. Like, this is just piled up. The bike lane, like, hello, where are you? But this is crazy. Look how high I am to the top of the railing. Look, like, you are literally, if someone, like, nudged you the wrong way, you'd go flying into Rosedale Valley. Greg says, how do handicapped people get around? They don't. A lot of people are just, like, staying home. They can't get... In, like, my neighborhood, outside of my building... Like, some of the sidewalks are okay for a block, and then you cross the street and they're not okay. Like, I can't imagine having like a stroller or being on a wheelchair or a mobility device or like needing a cane or crutches. Like, it's gross. Like, a day after a major historic snowfall, okay. 2 days after, okay. 3 days, okay. This is a fucking week after we had this, and it's still like half of the side. This is a major route too. But it's not all, like, this is Parliament Street. Look at this. Like, how is someone in a wheelchair supposed to navigate this on Parliament Street? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? How is this not a priority? Unknown says Olivia Chow raised taxes and this is the return on tax rate increase. Toronto's no different from... No, this is an old snow removal contract she had nothing to do with. And she raised taxes because the last guy didn't raise taxes for how many years in a row? Like, get your facts straight before you... Like, I'm not for or against her, but, like, this does not have her fingerprints on it. Jennifer Gala says, I will say it again if I'm repeating myself. Johnny for mayor, young, intelligent, with solutions. Honestly, Jennifer Gala, thank you. But if I was mayor, I would find a very, very intelligent deputy mayor and hand them the keys. And I would devote myself 100% to changing, like, Dundas Square back to what it is. Digital Blade CA says, by the way, Johnny, I got a media pass for the auto show, but I'm a bit talk shy on camera. Might take annotated photos and videos for your friend in Washington. Let me know if you guys would like to see some footage. Neat. I'm not going to be at the auto show this year, but hopefully you enjoy it. It's literally the same thing every year over and over and again, so I'm not really going to miss it. But see, this is what gets me. This side of the sidewalk is not terrible. There's nothing on this side of the road. Nothing. There's like the oldest cemetery in Toronto. But here is on the left side of the street is the densest neighborhood in all of Canada. And you go over here and look at these sidewalks. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Look at that. Look at that. Look at, like, how is this acceptable? On a major street next to, like, the highest population density we have in the entire country. And one of the highest in all of North America. Again, 1 or 2 days after the snowfall, fine. You know, it makes sense. They got to prioritize, you know, clear the roads so the buses and cars can get through. Jennifer Gallus says in NYC, they did an amazing job with cleaning the sidewalks. So clean. I don't know. It's, Sarah Tan Artist says a lot of sidewalks are still unwalkable. Yeah. We're a week into this thing. A week. And people made fun of Mal Lastman for calling in the army, and maybe so, but at least we weren't dealing with this when he did that. I don't know, but that is so I've got that video coming up. I've got this one coming up. Like, this isn't terrible, but I don't know. I would think someone on a wheelchair would still struggle to get through a lot of this. But the video tomorrow is the one I filmed today. This will probably be the one after that. And then I wandered around some side streets in Harvard Village, much to the delight of one of our viewers, I'm sure. Mandatak says, I like seeing the little walk paths made by obvious routes people walk when plowing isn't quite up to snuff. Christo says it's too green. Like, I'm not, just to be clear, I'm not whining and complaining for my sake. Like, I can deal with it. Selfishly, it's good for me. Yeah, that is Croft. Like, it's good for my content, right? The more I have to endure, the better the video, the more I can show. But what genuinely pisses me off, like when the transit line was down on the snowstorm, and a lot of people were like criticizing me, like, oh, you're complaining, you're being whiny. What did you expect? It was like a historic snowstorm. Yeah, okay, fuck off. I knew that was a possibility when I went out. I prepared for that. I was wearing a million layers. I had multiple gloves and like my face covering. Like, I knew full well when I left my home that day, there was a chance I would have to walk the whole time. There was a chance I was going to have to walk home from Lake Ontario. what pissed me off about the TTC and the way that was handled was all the people that didn't have that option, or where that option was like cruel if they had to go through. That's what like pissed me off. They knew like there was a hockey game. There was tons of people going to the Leaf game, families with little kids trying to get back, people that had to go to work trying to get back. That's what pissed me off. That's like what I was complaining about. I don't give a fuck about me. I can deal with that, right? Like, I don't care about that. I'll walk. That's fine. It's kind of what I do. But it was just like, their customer service is shit. They're not directing anyone. Like, make an announcement. Let people know what they can prepare for. No, but the subway was open. It was running. They were saying like, hey, you know, there was no caution. Like, due to the weather, there may be difficult. Like, put a fucking caution up there. If you know your shit is going to break, let people know. Like, I don't know. It was so poorly handled, and it pissed me off that so many people were hung up to dry and took like 3-4 hours to get home when it shouldn't have. It is what it is. But they even canceled the outdoor Leafs practice. Epic Nation HD, you got stuck in. How did you get home? Did you end up taking the 63 bus? Thank you for the battery banks, by the way. But that's what got my goat on that whole thing. It wasn't me. Like, I can handle that. Like, whatever. It was like when I got like trapped in the airport all night because Air Canada fucked us over and canceled the flight. Like, you know, it's like, this is kind of cool. I get to make like a camping out in the airport all night video. I kind of like that. You know, part of me likes it when shit goes wrong. It's like, I got my camera with me. I'm getting content, but like 99% of the population is just trying to like fucking live their life and not deal with that. So that's why I seem to get mad and complain about these things. Or like when people make like shitty maneuvers when they're driving, it's like, I anticipated that. I saw them do that. Yeah, like that lady who almost hit me in the Benz the other day. It's like, I saw that coming. I reacted. I'm not pissed off for me. I'm pissed off that A, somebody has the gall to drive their vehicle like that. But B, there's a lot of people that like aren't going to be as prepared for that as I was. So it is what it is. But like, oh, the TTC should set up a psychic hotline because we should know, says Tripod. Like, all the people just saying like, you shouldn't have gone in, man. It was a snowstorm. Like, what about the thousands of people who work at the Eaton Center who fucking need to work that day to pay their rent? Should they not have gone in? And now they can't come. Like, there's so much more to it than that. So I don't know. It is what it is. But like, I'm not going to stop complaining because I personally have nothing to complain about. It's more like this should be better because we're all like a giant team together, right? And the better the TTC is, the better we all are. Like, it's this funny way the world works. Yeah, you should have documented her plate number at least to shame her driving skills. I thought that a YouTube short was good enough. Like, I know the Toronto police ain't gonna do shit. And like, fair to them, like, they don't know who. I don't know. It is what it is. Harold Reynolds says, why did the elevator call in sick? It thought it was coming down with something. Maple Leaf star Nylander dishes on favorite Toronto spots. I don't care. Toronto event postponed in 2025, gearing up for a major comeback this year. What is this? The Geary Avenue Art Crawl. I'm sure some people will care about that. Sarah Tanar says there's people who have to work even after a snowstorm. Yeah, like, there's a lot of people. And even the people that were just like, fuck it, I'm going to go shopping. Like, I'm not going to say, you idiot, you knew there was a snowstorm. You knew this might happen. Like, the fucking TTC was working. You went to go, like, shop that day. Maybe that was your one day off you had all month. And you're like, I think criticizing people for going out in that is like a really, really stupid thing to do. Criticizing people who got behind the wheel of their car and drove in that when they didn't have something they absolutely had to do. Okay with that. Team behind beloved Toronto pub just opened a new Italian restaurant. I actually heard about this. Those are the people behind Kramer's, which was A bar at Yonge and Davisville, which got shuttered over the summer. A long standing bar that had an awesome patio, by the way, in the back. I'd been there a few times. They opened up an Italian restaurant in Etobicoke. This is what it's like to visit Toronto's only ski and snowboard hill. Yeah. Now that Centennial's closed, there's only that one at Earl Bales Park. Pretty small. Toronto mansion with unbelievable indoor pool drops asking price by $2 million. Park Lane, that's in the Bridle Path. New asking price of $21 million. And they still mount their TV way too fucking high. Over a fireplace. You have all this room and you mount your TV over a fireplace. Is there anything good on here? This a popular Italian city is hiking fees for Canadian tourists. Toronto Scotiabank Arena named one of the worst venues in the entire NHL. Toronto, this is truly, truly sad. We talked about this earlier, but I absolutely love this lady. I loved her in Curb Your Enthusiasm so much. She was so good as Bam Bam. Oh, also Kevin McAllister's mom. Schitt's Creek, so many good roles. Rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara. Let's call it, she was a true like Torontonian too. Let's call it Catherine O'Hara Square. Why? I don't know. Toronto to demolish crumbling abandoned building for new park. I'm conflicted because I like these little corner buildings. I think they're cool. It's like wedge shaped. Where is this? Bathurst and St. Clair. Oh, I know where this is. I don't know. I like that building, but it will also be a cool park. By the way, BlogTO had to fake a photo of BMO Field expanding for the World Cup. I confirmed last week and today no such scaffolding exists. I watched the Sheets Greek that was dubbed in French. Neat. Yeah, that scaffolding looks incredibly sus. Oh, is that an article I can't read? Fuck you, BlogTO. Toronto Goodbye, BlogTO. I don't care for you very much. Picture, protest for the liberation of the people of Iran at Young Dundas Square. This was like in the hundreds of... Dude, if you're going to post this picture, like get the angle up more. We can't really see how many people that is. Hey, Pat75, welcome. Snow moon. Yeah, last night's moon was crazy. Look at that thing. That is a full-ass moon. You'll be seeing that in an upcoming video. I have a photo of Dutch Dreams when it was in the old spot, just north of St. Clair. Catherine O'Hara with John Candy. Wow. Couple of absolute legends. We talked about John Candy a lot and a lot of his great movies. Man, she like 71. That's so young. That's a very young age these days. That sucks. Catherine O'Hara visiting the Monarch Tavern. Where is that? I've been meaning, I once planned a walk on Clinton Street and I never did it. But I remember researching a whole walk from Clinton, from Bloor all the way south of College. And this pub I made notes about because it's like not where you think a pub would be. It's in a really, really, really cool spot. It's in Little Italy. This is like I have so many walks that I've like researched and planned that I've never done. Monarch Pub, not Monarch Park, you idiot. There's so many planned walks that I've never done. I don't know why I didn't do this one. Maybe I just thought Clinton Street wasn't that interesting. But like, if you're coming from Little Italy, right? This is College Street, just north of here. It's all like, am I approaching this? No, this is College Street. So this is Little Italy, like big. Fuck off, Google Maps. The alcohol isn't that strong. But look at this. We're well into the residential area, and there it is. The Monarch Tavern. Just sitting there on like a street corner. This is awesome. This is something that like Toronto, and there's a popular pizza shop. But there it is, just like completely off the beaten path down Clinton Street. You've got this like really nice old pub. Digital Blade CA says, oh my God, that's my favorite. I love the fact that you can have this in Toronto. You can't have this in like suburbia. Everything is just zoned residential. But here, like a residential street, you can just have like a really nice tavern on the corner. Bitondo's is closed, but California Sandwiches is there. But California Sandwich is closed. Oh, there we go. But I remember like 2 years ago, I researched this whole walk, and maybe I just thought it was too boring because it's all like mostly residential. It was one of those days where I set out to record it. I got on the subway. I rode down to like line 2, and then I think I was going to go over to Christie and just start recording going south. And I ended up just doing like Koreatown and the Annex. And I never got back to doing Clinton Street. There's some good use of modal filtering. Not Just Bikes had a good video that talks about that a lot. Yeah, I don't know, but maybe that's a video I should do. Did Dave Portnoy review a pizza there? Maybe. That guy's kind of a dick, but it is what it is. But like, it's such an awesome spot. And I remember like I could probably find them in Google Docs. I make all my notes in Google Docs. I'm sure. He's a Boston dick. He's funny. Should I do that? I was going to start at Bloor because I didn't think Clinton was all that interesting north of Bloor. And I was just going to walk down, and it ends just south of Little Italy. Oh, the videos I never did. There's tons and tons of them. Lisa says you should do it. Yeah, I should. I was going to say maybe I'll do that in spring. And you just said, but when it's nicer out. But yeah, what really struck me was like the fact that this pub was like a few blocks south of the main street in a big residential area. I love that. The other day, I was walking on Merton Street, and there's some like developments like that on just like a residential street. It's awesome. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, suburbanites. You don't get cool developments like that. But anyways, that's an awesome picture. This dude, whoever you are never going to forget that. That's like one of your all-time best pictures. Same protest, 2 countries, 2 realities. Look at that. Yeah, there were hundreds of thousands of people today there. That is nuts. I think what it meant by 2 countries, 2 realities is for the people over there, you are oppressed. And over here, you have the freedom to speak out. Which is why it is important that I know a lot of people say like, you know, shouldn't we be worrying about Canadians? Yes, we should. We should be our own first priority. But we have the freedom to raise awareness and speak out about this. People in Iran can't do that. You know, like we're ultimately on the same team as them too, right? So I support this. I think it was kind of heartwarming to see so many people out. Lisa says that's why Canada is great as it is because exactly, that's my point. So for all those people saying like we have homeless people, yes, I agree with you. Let's address our homeless issue. Let's address our mental health issue. Let's address our cost of living. We can address all of that, and we can still support good causes as well, like this. Like, it's not one or the other, right? So for all the people complaining about that, like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's not one or the other. Like, you know, I don't care where you're from in the world. If you're just like an innocent civilian, I'm on your side. Ontario Line 3 bridge over DVP now in place. That is awesome. Last time I was there, I was recording from the Leaside Bridge, and this wasn't done, right? This was just bare. That is pretty cool. Metrolink's getting shit done. I'm like very, very excited for this project. They're making like super good progress. This just looks like a totally different agency is building this line. I don't know. Doug Ford, if you have done anything of any value to the province of Ontario, this project is it. This is your one good thing. Thank you, Doug Ford, for like, you know, funding this and putting it in action. Of course, you're going to take all the credit for it. You're kind of a piece of shit. Epic Nation HD. Hi, Johnny. I dare you to watch my short. I got someone driving the wrong way into the bus bays in Ossington Station.
Bus bays in Ossington Station. A slow let me know when you come to tavern. I'll come with smiley face emoji.
Epic Nation HD. Here, let me pull that into here. You have a short? Toronto driver blocks 94 from entering. That's the Wellesley bus. Why is this driver even in the station?
You can't drive in here.
All right, I'll give that a like, Liam. They should have reversed and put themselves in this little spot. Maybe, was that a TTC employee just leaving? Like, why were they even in this restricted area? That's nuts. But thank you, Liam. I'll let you know if I'm ever at the Monarch Tavern.
You can't drive in here.
You can't drive in here. Someone dropping their mom for work. Then drop them on the street. Don't pull into like the bus bays. That's like a restricted area. If you're not an emergency vehicle responding to an emergency or a TTC vehicle, you shouldn't be in there, right? But thank you, Liam. Oh, Darren, if you're here, you said you in the other chat you posted something recently. Vintage look, former Lansdowne North streetcar. Oh, you went with like a black and white vibe. I'm not going to play your whole video. I believe in letting people watch your stuff. You got a bit of a... Was this like an intentional decision to go with the black and white look? Johnny, do you like the updated Line 1 announcements calling out transfers? Undecided yet. Anyways, if you want to check out Darren, a channel member, I saw your post and then a mod replied to you. But if you want to check out Darren's channel, I put a link to it. He's a viewer who has a different perspective, a much needed perspective that, you know, I cannot offer. So check his channel out. I'll subscribe to you with my fake account. I think... Okay, I don't know what I'm reading here. But thank you, Darren, for your support. Good night, Johnny and pals. Need sleep. Been up since 5 a.m. Have a great week. Jeanette. Thank you, Jeanette. Have a good night. Thank you for your support earlier. And thank you, Darren. So check out his video, Vintage Look. I'll have to give these a view. Earl's Court, former Toronto Transportation Commissioners, Caledonia Loop, Lansdowne North Street. I can already tell which part of the city you live in, Darren. All right, Jean-Marc Bordeaux, have a good night. Where were we? We were in Reddit. Today's moon with the CN Tower. Yeah, that was an awesome moon last night. I caught that in one of my videos. This morning sunrise from Toronto Harbourfront. Happy February 1st. The days are longer and the warm weather will be here soon. Soon? Oh, I think Jean-Marc Bordeaux, they meant to say Jeanette Morales, but they typed Jen and your name auto-populated. And that's why they said goodnight to you. And then me, being the brain dead schmuck that I am, repeated it. Toronto's Justin Gray wins Grammy Award for Best Immersive Audio Album. I don't know who the hell you are, Justin Gray, but that's a hell of an achievement. You have accomplished something very special. Congrats to you. Spotted him in the wild. Somebody is very religious. What am I drinking? Jack. Sorry, Doug Ford. The bottle was already open. And Coke Zero. Cherry Coke Zero. Grammys. I remember being keen on that. Yeah, there was like growing up, there was the Grammys, there was the American Music Awards, and then there was the MTV Awards. Then there was the Much Music Awards. Now, I don't give a fuck about any of them. Big beautiful moon tonight facing east. Yes. A lot of people capturing that big moon. It's Sunday. Tell us how you're doing this frigid February 1st. How about not? Petition to the mayor of Toronto, written and signed by members of the city's black community in 1841. Look at the penmanship. Here's my takeaway from this. The penmanship people used to have is incredible. Look at this. To his worship, the mayor, like whoever wrote this, you have better skill with a pen than 99.99999% of all. And this is probably just like an average person back then. Lisa says I can barely, like, that is remarkable. Cool fact, since it's Black History Month, Toronto had a black elected official way before the US who became mayor of Toronto, William Peyton Hubbard. Go Canada. It's kind of sad how one of the roads on the Crosstown development is named after Ontario Science Centre architect Raymond Moriyama, despite it being one of the alleged reasons for its closing down. Yeah, there was an idiot in my live stream today trying to like defend the province's decision to shut down the Science Center. I'm sorry. I don't normally like to call viewers idiots, but you're a fucking idiot, pal. That is such an indefensible position to take. Found orange tabby with curved ears. Aw. What an adorable cat. The friendliest orange tabby with curved ears, printed collar with bell, partially blind, and talks a lot in the best way. Please contact us so we can get... I don't know who this person is, but you are awesome. You are awesome for posting this. And you're obviously taking care of that sweet little cat. Bring them to a vet to check if it's microchipped. That will be the best way to get them back home. Noted. Thank you. They do it for free too. Any updates? No updates yet. We put signs up today. I don't think I've never seen a cat with ears like that. I think this person, like, low key wants to keep the cat. They're like, all right, I'm going to do everything I can possibly do to find the cat's owner, but like this cat is in very good hands if we don't find the owner. Let's just be grateful that the cat found a home, a warm place to be. That's awesome. And like, these are like family members, right? I fought for safer streets after my friend was killed 5 years ago. Now Doug Ford is undue. Oh, this is the girl who was cycling and was killed, right? Alex Amaro, a 23-year-old Ryerson journalism student, was killed while riding home from, like, no words for that. Thank you, Doug Ford. Let's just put more white bikes on our streets. Toronto cyclists question why some bike lanes aren't plowed. City responds. I'm a huge proponent of this, but like, for fuck's sake, like, the sidewalk should be like your priority. Like most of the sidewalks aren't even clear. Hey, that kitty brought me to a question. Would you ever entertain adopting a doggy to accompany you on your vids? I have a good friend who has a dog. This is no secret. Who I look after sometimes, who I frequently walk because I grew up with dogs. My brother has dogs. I don't have a dog now, so like I'm so grateful to have like kind of a dog who's not really mine, but I feel very attached to in my life. For me though, I just travel too much. I couldn't burden my neighbors. I don't have close family here. I don't have anyone in my life who I could be like, hey, take my dog for a week or two. That's the reason I don't have a dog. I would have a dog in a heartbeat if I didn't like to jump on a plane and go away for 2 weeks at a time as often as I do. So like, I just don't think it's fair to the animal. And I like putting them in like a, I don't know if kennel is the right word, but like like that's just so expensive. And it seems like your dog might have such anxiety being separated from you, being in like a cage with a bunch of other barking. Like, I don't know. I can't do that. Now here comes a whole bunch of viewers saying, I'll look after your dog. And it's like, oh, now I don't have an excuse. On the topic of dogs and cats, how is Charlie? Charlie is, he's incredibly cute. He likes duck treats. He has bad hips. He's on medication for his hips. Going up and down stairs is a challenge for Charlie. Jumping on like a couch or something is a bit of a challenge for him. He's like an old man now, aging gracefully, but yeah, clearly physically diminished, but he's just as cute and just as friendly. And he's got such a soft like mouth. Like, that's a dog that like he could be starving to death and you could be holding food and he will like take it from you so gently. Awesome, awesome dog. Eglinton Crosstown signal priority won't be implemented before May. At least it'll be implemented. Cost for hosting FIFA World Cup games soar in Toronto. You know what? I need to go to the bathroom. I'm going to play the intro while I go to the bathroom because why not?
Buckle up, we are in for a rough flight. This weather sure is nice. Glad I'm not in Canada right now, eh?
I think you're dreaming there, buddy.
It's now February. Why the heck is there a freaking Christmas tree here?
Are you famous?
No, I'm just a goober.
A gober? That's cute.
Hello. I wonder how many viewers we just lost. People thinking, oh no, he left. Hey, we have 320 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Long shot. While we wait for Johnny, is anyone a software developer here? AI has changed that landscape. It has. I don't know. Why do I love these intros so much? I don't know, Ashley Stewart, but I'm glad you do. I got another Diet Cherry Coke. So we're going to have a little bit more JD. Put a little dent in this bottle, not a huge dent. Now back to the show. Thank you guys for tolerating that absence. Absence. Oh, maybe I put a bit too much in there. Yikes. Yikes. Did you wash the hands? None of your fucking business. Yeah, I did. Of course. I went to Grazie last night. Fantastic Italian restaurant in Midtown, by the way. Honestly, like, it's fantastic. The urinals are so high off the ground, I can barely reach. I'm 5'11". Yeah, like, I have a long torso. My legs are a little shorter than most people that are my height. But, like, I can barely get into this urinal. Like, height-wise. I have no idea. Like, if you are under 5'9", good fucking luck. Which is like 50% of the male population. Like, the urinals, like, I should have taken a picture of this. Like, I have no idea. I have never once in my lifetime thought, like, I might need to go on my tippy toes to take a leak. But this restaurant, they're like, I don't know. Someone go to Grazie and confirm that I'm not full of shit and I'm not crazy. Because I don't know. Like, I like this restaurant. But, like, their friggin' urinals are in outer space. Like, you need stilts to use them. It's crazy. It's crazy. Go there. Go there. I know men, we usually have it better than females because we're not all stalls. Like, we can be way more efficient with our limited amount of space. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Both stalls, by the way, were busy. So my theory is, like, short dudes, like, see that and they're like, no. And they just, like, go into the stall and close the door. It is what it is. Cheers, Johnny Strides and Mods in chat. Hangover Monday, not AI, says Howard Charco. Transit Mobile Scooter says, I used to be 6'2" due to my degenerative discs. You're now 5'10". Hey, nothing wrong with that. Transit Mobile Scooter, cheers to you. Thank you for sharing. First Last Day says, I just piss on the floor. Mad Attack says, I don't think we've had this discussion on Stumbles yet. I don't know. Like, I'm not lying. If anyone has been to Grazie at Yonge and Eglinton, there's one up in, like, suburbia. Like, but fuck that location. If you go to the good location, by the way, the waiter now is on, like, a first name basis with me. And he knows my order. And he knows, like... Anyways. Yeah, go to the bathroom and tell me those urinals aren't, like, way too fucking high. It's stupid. Who is excited for February 8th, the day that the Crosstown doesn't open? I remember back when Rob Ford was going for re-election, someone put up a joke meme as if running against him saying, I won't get caught urinating in public. I've done that. I've used my male privilege on stream before. I've done that. It is what it is. Trees, as long as nobody can see you and you found a nice tree, it is what it is. Go to it. Women, I've had girlfriends where, like, I've stood on lookout while they did that. Like, one of them, like, it's like, okay, if I see anyone, I'll yell and I'll let you know, but, like, what's that gonna do? Bring attention to the situation that you're pissing behind a bush? It's very vulnerable in a squatting position in, like, a parking lot. The moral of the story is we need more public restrooms. We shouldn't be resorting to these measures. I'm looking up Grazie right now. Looks nice. They also have one in Vaughan. It's excellent. Their food is excellent. Their pizza is good. Good. Sip Wine Bar in Midtown has better pizza. Sip Wine Bar has better pizza. I said it. Sorry, Grazie. But the Italian food, like, just the dishes, like, just the pasta dishes are like 10 out of 10 at Grazie. Go there. It is fantastic. Donkey fell asleep during Ken's stream. Just woke up now. Neat. I'm just reading some of your messages. I've been at that location. I don't remember the stall being tall, but I'm 6'1", depending on which convenience store I leave. Hey, man, I'm just saying, if you're a dude and you go to Grazie and you're under like 5'10", 5'11", just go into the stalls. It's not for you. Lisa says, I'm not going to Midtown, but I'll take your word for it. All right. Let's go through this. Snow clearing video. We saw this on my live stream I did a few days ago. We saw this kind of setup, right? That is nuts. I think I would rather be driving the dump truck, because then your only job is to like stay ahead of this. I don't know why I'm thinking about what I'd rather be doing. Crepes are the best. Have to go to Quebec to get any French food. No, we got a lot of French food here, Jean-Marc Bordeaux. But I will say, I love Toronto. I think this is the greatest city on earth, especially for food. But every fucking meal I had in Quebec City was better than what I have here. They're so fucking good in Quebec at like everything food related. Montreal is good, but Quebec City was like next level good food. I don't know. There's just something about you French that know what you're doing in a kitchen. Probably, if I don't know. It's like out of this world good in Quebec. Even like tourist trap restaurants in Quebec City are good. They know what they're doing over there. I went to like a fondue restaurant that like smelled like stinky socks, and like it was amazing. They still dump the snow at the base of the Bayview extension. Yes, right at the like Rosedale Valley Road and Bayview, pretty much. Right around the corner from there. I think that's where they bring most of the snow. Mesmerizing snow tunnel. We got a video here. Look at that. That is crazy. That little kid is making some memories right now. That is awesome. I'm glad I watched that. You should visit the old mill. Their food is delicious. Why am I drinking the Coke without the JD? Emergency brake issue fuels uncertainty over Eglinton LRT opening. 3 new Porter flights. Billy Bishop to Nashville and Pearson to Boston and Quebec City. Pat75 likes Quebec City better than Montreal. Quebec City is awesome. Like it's... I hadn't been there in a very long time. I went there last summer. That was like my, instead of Europe trip, I did 2 Canadian trips. You honestly feel like you've left Canada. In Montreal, you're like, I'm still in Canada. The city is awesome, but this is very Canada. When you go to Quebec City, you're like, I just stepped foot into Europe. Like it is at least old Quebec City. It is awesome. Awesome city. And all of this like bullshit you hear about like like Quebecois are rude. Like, no, they're not. They're fucking way friendlier than us. It's such a nice city. I would love to go back. Eglinton Crosstown will be a true game changer. Yeah, I'm very skeptical of that. I don't agree. I read that article. I don't agree with it. It's a glorified underground streetcar. If there's like no issues and it runs with no speed restrictions and full signal priority, it will be a game changer, but we know that's not going to happen. Old Quebec is worth visiting 100%, says Digital Blade CA. Yeah, Montreal is worth visiting too. Are you doing phone calls, says Jollykins? Maybe. We wonder if Doug Ford uses the urinals. I think Doug Ford probably like can't fish it out when he unzips. He probably has to just like sit down. I don't know. I can't picture that dude. Is there a reason Leslieville and Toronto East is conspicuously not being plowed? Missing data, I would assume. Data not reported. Doug Ford uses a pee napkin. Doug Ford does not wear khaki colored pants. Let's just say that. Advocates say lessons from Kitchener's Ion LRT could help Toronto projects. All right, we're over 5 days old. Apologies, Ashley Stewart. Someone said, should we take phone calls? Should we do it? All right, let's do short and sweet, super quick phone calls. We're going to try to do like rapid fire. How does that sound? Doug Ford owning a Ford. If you want to call in. Dylan, I know you're already probably dialing it up. That's all good. What's my phone number? I do not know my phone number. I really don't. Well, it's not actually a phone number. It's a It's a purchased phone number. Okay, so my temporary phone number, which will probably change in a month because this plan will be up. I only paid for it for a few months, is 437-324-9173. If you want to call in and say hi to everyone out there in Stumbles Land, just go ahead and call 437-324-9173. Just be polite. Digital Blade CA says, should I call? Just call. Just call. If you're on the fence, just... Oh, I'm in airplane mode. Let's get out of airplane mode. That's why. Margin interest charges. Your margin account has new interest charges. Tap to see the breakdown. All right, we got a phone call here. Hello there. Another number just called. Hello there.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, who are we speaking with?
Epic National.
Why are you calling?
Cause? What, you want me to not call?
No, never again. Just kidding. How are you?
Okay, I'm good. Tired, but good. I just worked today.
At the grocery store?
Yeah. I'm working tomorrow today.
Does your store sell Captain Crunch?
Yeah, probably.
How much?
Grocery, so.
How much would I have to pay you to deliver a box of Captain Crunch to my apartment tonight?
Tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow after work.
Nope, tonight.
You want?
Tonight?
They're closed, so I can't. They close at 8.
You can't get in there and get a box of Captain Crunch?
No, I'm not no manager.
You don't have a key?
No.
Christos is asking, Liam, what's your favorite protein?
Chocolate.
There's no protein in chocolate.
I know.
Like chicken, pork, fish, beef?
Probably beef and chicken.
Beef and chicken?
Or steak.
Steak is beef, you idiot. What do you...
I know. But steak.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you get home the other night? When you,
I told you in the chat, 32, and then I took the 6-3 from Ossington, from Cedarville, and then 94 home.
You took 3 buses after that?
Yeah, I got home in like 40 minutes. It's pretty fast.
That's insane. Well, yeah. Liam, thank you. This is Epic Nation HD, by the way, a moderator on this channel. The guy who... Because you so graciously lent me a power bank or 2, I was able to make like some videos. So thank you, Liam.
No problem.
I honestly, Liam, if I were you, I would have just called it Uber. Like,
I didn't have money for Uber.
There's things I will not do. More than like 2 transit connections, I'm not doing. I'm sorry. More than 1 like flight connection, I'm not doing. If there's like a direct flight and like I'm not doing the connecting flight. I'm too old for that shit. But props to you. You're much younger than me though, so you can do that.
Well, I could also easily just take the 7 bus from Bathurst.
Well,
my phone was acting up that night and I couldn't end. I had to end.
Well, it was like -20. Like your phone's not going to work in that. Do you have a joke for us?
Sadly, I do not. But I bet you Dylan does.
All right. Well, maybe I should hang up on you so Dylan Reynolds can call in.
Bye. See ya.
Hey, is it rude if I don't say goodbye and I just hang up on you? No? Okay.
It's not rude.
All right. That was Liam, everyone. I just hung up on him. Thank you for calling in, Liam. Oh, we got another phone call already. This one is a 647 number from Toronto. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, is this Darren?
It is. Thank you very much, Lee, sir.
How are you?
Feeling really rough. My waist has given me a really hard time now.
How is the scooter all repaired, or the mobile?
Everything's ready to go.
All right. The only thing we need are sidewalks that aren't the worst sidewalks on planet Earth, right?
Sidewalks? What are those? I don't see any.
Sand Rallister says direct flights have a lower carbon footprint. Thank you for justifying it. I'm not wasting my precious aeroplan points at all. I'm doing the world a favor, right?
Well, unfortunately, the only way for me to get around is if I flap my arms and get a good flight going.
Yeah, like I live in like a high-rise apartment building, and we have a lot of people that have been here for a very long time. Obviously, rent control is the only reason they can still be here. But there's a lot of like motorized mobility devices, and I normally see a lot of people like getting on and off the elevator, coming to and from the building. I know some of them by name, and over the past week, I haven't seen anybody coming or going. So I feel really bad that, you know, there's an obvious significant amount of people. Nobody should ever be unable to access something, but there's a significant amount of people that are limited in access to the city because because we're not clearing the sidewalks. It's sad, and I'm more than happy to like go grab groceries for my neighbor or if anyone needs that, but it's like, it's sad.
What's really worse in my area is I'm surrounded by hills.
Yeah,
So
you're not in a very flat area.
No. If I try and go down my street, it goes down in 5 different levels. If I go north, it goes up a 20-degree incline before it levels out and then goes back down again. If I go south, it goes up, then back down, and back up again. So, weather like this, I just look at it and go, forget it.
Yeah, like, I feel for you. Like, it's ridiculous because, like, I'm like, pretty fortunate to be able to, like, just put on my waterproof boots and go march through whatever there is and laugh it off. But you got to realize, like, there's a very large percentage of people that can't do that. And getting your groceries through Uber Eats ain't cheap.
Yeah, well, I get my groceries done. Actually, my roommate goes out periodically to get groceries, and sometimes I have them delivered as well. But if it wasn't for my roommate, I would be in worse shape than I'm in now.
Well, I'm glad that you have them. Anything? What's new? Any positive things to share with us? Let's change the topic here.
Yeah, well, actually, I have been working on my project once the weather clears up and everything else. And it's going to take, I figure, approximately 3 years to get everything done. And I found 2 former railways that people probably have never even heard of. And they run basically from the junction right down to the Queensway. So I'm looking forward to doing that exploration.
And you would have enough battery life to get down to the Queensway and back?
Yeah, it's about 14 kilometers one way. And my battery's good for up to 40.
Sandralister says, I've been getting groceries delivered on Voila. I'm not sure what that is.
Another grocery service that I've looked at, but haven't really done anything about it.
I've never heard of that. Well, Darren, hopefully, the sun comes out and melts all this shit, because it seems like the city isn't going to do that for us.
No, I know. Not even Jack Daniels.
Was that the roommate?
Yeah.
Well, let them know I'm very appreciative of both of your support. You're always so kind and friendly in the chats. And
I try.
And when you throw a super chat, I'm very grateful for that. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and are you going to be at if, and this is a big if, we all know it's a big if, February 8th?
If it's open, I'll be there. If it's not, I'll probably do a video along the lines of, like, it's not open. They lied to us.
Yeah, I'm just going to try. If it's going to be open, I'm going to try and get there. But like I say, the sidewalks and the way transit is, and it's going to get worse transit around this area.
Yeah.
So it's almost faster for me to walk than take my scooter. And it would basically take me about a day to go from where you saw me to Mount Dennis Station.
Oh, that's nuts. That's nuts.
That's the condition of my body right now.
Well, Darren, I said the calls are going to be super quick tonight. I'm going to give you an opportunity. Do you have a joke for us?
Oh, I don't need to say a joke. All I have to say is Queen's Park.
All right. That's an endless source of comedy. Very, very well spoken of you. Well, Darren, guys, you can check him out. Just click his name. I posted a link earlier in the chat to his channel. But thank you, Darren, for your support and for calling in. And again, to the roommate, thank you so much for all the support.
And by the way, I also share all of your posts on my Facebook page.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
And thank you, sir. And be safe.
And
we'll get you your hot beverage going.
All right. Cheers.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
Nighty-night.
Nighty-night. All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
That was Darren from Transit Mobile Scooter, and apparently Dylan Reynolds has been trying. Here we go. I think we have ourselves an OG caller. Hey there, Dylan Reynolds.
Hi, Johnny. How
Hey.
are you doing?
Hey, Dylan. Dylan, I want to tell you something.
Yeah?
I was listening to the radio, and you called in and requested a song.
Yeah?
I could not believe my fucking ears when Dylan Reynolds called into the radio and requested a song. Like, I never listened to the radio. This was the one time I listened to the radio in a million years.
And you know, it was One Dance by Drake.
Yeah, and you called in. I'm like, what the fuck are the odds of this? Like, I never watched cable TV. I never listened to the radio. And you called in and requested a song.
Yeah, and by the way, I was actually talking about. I actually was wondering about this. Do you know that the CN Tower was featured in the movie High Point?
No, I don't even know that's a movie.
Yeah, like that movie was where there was a part in it where they were at the CN Tower and the one guy did a barrel roll and then almost fell off the tower and then had a parachute.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight. I've got some edibles. Sorry, Howard Charco, I'm all out of your cookies, but maybe I'll watch that. Johnny is definitely buzzed. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But Dylan, what other radio stations do you call into?
Well, only the CBC radio. It was the Here and Now. You know the Jill's Jukebox?
No.
That's the afternoon show on CBC.
Dylan, your voice changed very much. You sound like a much different person all of a sudden.
Yeah. Listening in the background. God. Oh, man.
I like it when your dad yells at you. What's the most he's ever yelled at you for? What's like the worst thing you ever did that made him yell at you? Like for real?
Well, probably doing calls. Yes, mostly the phone calls bothering you.
Did you?
Probably the other phone calls being Carol and Morton. Yes, don't bother.
So when you first started calling in, your dad didn't know you were calling in?
That's right.
and then he would be like, "Get off the phone."
Yes, you're bothering somebody.
Oh, awesome. Math Doctor's finally back home. Well, Mr. Reynolds, since you're there, do you have some jokes for us?
Oh, sure. I founded a company in St. Louis that prints Valentines. It's called Missouri Loves Company.
Missouri, like Kansas City, Missouri Loves Company. But
Missouri Loves Company. Missouri Loves for Valentine's Day Company.
That's pretty good. I'll give it a 2 out of 10. That's pretty good. But you're gonna got any other jokes for us?
Well, you know what the difference is between in-laws and outlaws?
Nope.
Outlaws are wanted.
Put them. That one probably hits a little too close to home for a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make you feed us a few more jokes.
Well, the movie, I made a movie called I Have Taken Your Chairs at the Cannes Film Festival, and it got a 90-minute standing ovation.
Put them. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If I sent you $50, would you take Dylan to see the Melania movie?
Well, the Melania movie is actually a therapeutic thing. They're playing it in the coma wards in the hospitals, and people wake up to turn it off.
How did you have a joke ready for that?
I just happened to I heard it somewhere else, and I was actually going to tell it.
How did you have a joke for that?
Yeah.
Oh my god! You know, I wanted to like go see that movie as a joke. I looked it up on Yonge and at the Eglinton Cinemas, and you know how they show you like the seating arrangement. There were 2 seats in the middle of the theater that were reserved. So 2 fucking people bought tickets in advance to see that movie, and they took the best seats. If there were no other seats there, I would have bought those seats and made a video and been like, I'm the only one in the theater. But 2 other people had to ruin it for me.
Yeah. Well, it's that's generally what Trumps do is ruin things for people.
Well, this is more like Jeff Bezos trying to like he didn't have the pleasure of going to Epstein Island, so he had to like get his jollies on in a different way, I guess. But
yeah. Well, I can't really say anything.
all right.
All I know is that the only one last joke, because I'm sure someone else wants to call in now.
No, nobody else wants to call in.
The Greek cement swindle became known as the concrete.
Greek cement swindle became known as the concrete.
Yeah, that's
well,
Crete, the Greek island Crete, and then concrete, and
I get it. I got it. I'm like a super intellectual. I got it, but I'm not sure I'm not sure everyone else got it though. But
not sure if you've had a little bit too much Jack Daniels. You're actually laughing at my jokes.
I'm did I ever tell you my IQ is like 170? Like it's pretty up there. So
That wouldn't surprise me.
I always get your jokes, but I'm worried that the viewers don't. So sometimes I pretend I didn't get it to relate to them. But I'm actually super genius. But thank you, Mr. Reynolds. And
and before I hang up, I want to take a moment to say that the Chinese Christ community congratulates Miss Carmichael for her retirement on Friday. He was the best secretary at Pinehurst Secondary School, and he'll be glad to hear it.
All right, Miss Carmichael, we salute you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm going to hang up on you. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Reynolds. Have a good night.
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye. That was Dylan Reynolds and Mr. Reynolds, and we spoke to some other fine folks before them. If you want to call in, it's 437-324-9173. Is Dylan giving a shout out to a teacher that isn't watching this stream? Maybe. Johnny getting vulnerable courtesy of the Jack Daniels? Maybe. It's been a while. I'm very far from... I could totally drive a car right now, by the way. We got a phone call coming in from London, Ontario. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Good. You're calling from London?
No, that's just my cell phone.
Oh, you're calling from Hamilton.
Yep.
I think I got it. I think, and we've spoken before.
Yes, you have. It's Donkey.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. This is a rapid call, right?
We're trying to do a little. I'm not very smart tonight, so we're trying to go through them a little bit quick.
Okay, I'll just say hello and goodbye.
Hey, no, that's way too quick. Do you at least have like a joke for us or something?
No. not really tonight. Just taking it easy in the hospital.
Oh no, that's so you're admitted to the hospital?
Yeah, I had heart surgery just about 4 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness, that's but you're calling in, so I'm assuming that's a good thing.
Yep, I'm doing a lot better. Hoping to go home this week.
Well, I'm sure you went through an ordeal, but this is like as good as it gets, right? You're calling in to Johnny Stumbles. That's as thumbs up as we can get.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to pry. It's your personal information, but I hope all went as well as possibly can go.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot better now, man.
Awesome. Well, glad you're in this position. Thank you, Donkey. And I see you in the chat often. Like super thank you for just always being there and always saying hi and being like a positive, friendly member in the community.
Yep, I support all the Toronto walktubers.
Awesome. Well, honestly, like, we're so lucky in the city. There's so many like good people. Everyone out there just walking around, sharing their perspective. It is awesome. There's so many people doing it. You know, there's like Toronto, Ken. I can't even. Henry, where the hell are you, Henry? Come back, Henry. People miss you.
I know. I miss some great time, man. I thought you'd be back by now, but you never know.
T-Shods, Ready Eddie. There's like so many. Once Upon a City. There's so many people out there that are just like going out there, sharing themselves in the city. So, thank you for supporting everyone.
Thank you yourself, and I enjoy watching your streams all the time.
Well, I'm going to ask you an awkward question, but do you have a joke for us?
The only joke I know is Doug Ford.
You used to call in pretending to be Doug Ford. Do you remember those days?
Oh, that wasn't me, man.
That wasn't you? Well, somebody used to call in pretending to be Doug Ford. I thought that might have been you, but...
Yeah, it was.
Hey, fuck you. Well, thank you.
I've been told that before.
But I was like, I'm sure this is the guy that pretended to be Doug Ford, and you're like, no. Well, thank you so much for calling in, and I wish you all the best with your recovery.
Thanks, John. I just want to say good night to everybody watching.
All right. Well,
see you tomorrow sometime.
Well, thank you, Donkey, and cheers to you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Awesome. We've had a lot of awesome people calling in tonight. Thank you so much. And Peter said he wasn't going to call. We got another call from London, Ontario. Hello there. What was that? What was that all about? What was that all about? Well, holy shit, it's 10:04. We have still over 230 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. I still have some Coke Cherry to go. Oh shit. Do not go onto my keyboard. Do not go onto my keyboard. There we go. Sweet. That was pretty good. Lisa says they froze. Why don't you call in, Lisa? Call in. If you don't call in, you're going to be banned from the channel. Call in. Hello, Jack Daniels. Get into the glass. Oh, we got another call. This is a 416 number. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Who are we talking to?
My name is Yavor from Toronto.
Yavor from Toronto. Where downtown? I always get jealous when I hear downtown.
Liberty Village. Yeah, like
I
proving that. Yeah.
I don't want to be a dick, but Liberty Village is not downtown. But it's close.
Oh yeah, it's close. Yeah. It's walkable, man. You did it like 20 times last year.
Probably 25 times. you know, I like it. I like the area. I like the fact that they fixed Jennifer Keysmat, bless her heart, beautiful human being, made the King Street streetcar usable because it was a gong show before her. But
if you can believe that, I don't know. It's like last time I tried to take the King Street car. It was like 54 minutes until the next one.
When was that?
Anyways.
When was that?
Thursday, man.
Oh.
Not too long ago.
Oh man, that's a bit of a letdown because that streetcar should honestly be like every 5 minutes, like that.
Yeah,
That's
I agree.
So, well, thank you for. What'd you get up to this weekend?
I went up to Oakville, by the way, see my parents, and Go Translate was working perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should need more Go.
Yeah. Go Transit is pretty good, right? Like they don't, like it could be a fucking blizzard of the century, and that shit is just like, I'm going there.
Yeah.
It's not the TTC. The TTC is like very, very frail and fragile. Go Transit's just like it's going to make it there.
It makes it work, man. Like people need to get to work, to downtown, etc. And you know.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's awesome. Well, good stuff on that. So do you like Liberty Village?
I love Liberty Village. It's kind of like a little community here we got here. You should do another like little walkthrough, etc.
I've been through there so many times.
Village.
So many times. I go through there all the time.
I know. Yeah.
It's like in between Dufferin and Strawn, north of the rail tracks, south, like just south of King Street. Like it's, I like it. I mean, some people don't like it, but I like it. I think it's cool, and thank God they fixed the King Street cart.
Yeah. So, anyways, like I don't want to impose on your street.
No, we're gonna talk till 2 a.m.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not gonna let you off the phone line. You got like 4 hours of talking to me.
But man, I do love Toronto. I fell in love with Toronto. Like, I just love it so much, man. I've been here for like the last 20 years.
20. Where were you before Toronto?
Before I was in Bulgaria.
Oh, Alina McLeod. Are you familiar with her?
Yes, I know her.
She lives in Sofia, Bulgaria, right?
She's awesome. She loves Bulgaria.
Yeah, she's Ukrainian Canadian, but she moved to Bulgaria.
And by the way, her dad is awesome.
Yeah, so
I'm like, this guy's from Alberta. I was like, I've never tried any of that stuff. Like, I love it. Yeah, look, yes, please.
Yeah, I watch all of her videos. Like, I just think she's amazing, and she's an inspiration to a lot of people.
She is.
But she is really, really, really like, she likes Bulgaria, man. Like, so.
Well, she's originally Ukraine, as you said. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
oh my God, people should travel more. That's what I think.
And on like Eastern Europe is not. Nobody has an excuse not to go to Eastern Europe. Like it's very accessible. Yeah, you got to sit in an airplane for a long time, but you can go to Budapest. You can go to Prague.
Yes.
Right. Like there's a lot of really, really good shit in Eastern Europe. Poland, like there's, yeah, I think everybody should save for their future. Everybody should try to retire, but fucking travel. Like
yeah, exactly.
You can't put a price on experience.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah, and Eastern Europe is on my bucket list. Like it's the perfect place for me to go. So I'm definitely a lot of
Man, I'm born and raised there, So if anyone wants some tips and advice, I swear I'm not gonna like upsell or some bullshit like that.
But
No.
but it's good to know you're a fan of Toronto and you're a fan of Liberty. What's your favorite place to get food in Liberty Village?
That's a loaded question.
No, it's not. It's a very simple question. You have an Alouette Go Burger. I know that.
Uber Eats, man. Like, I don't know.
All right, your fridge is empty. Let me just say, your fridge is empty. Your kitchen is empty. You're starving. You've got $20 to your name. Where are you going? Where are you getting food?
I'm going to Queen West. I'm going to like the get some shawarma here and there.
Oh,
but like if I wanted to, like I would encourage any tourist to go to Kensington Market.
Yeah, Kensington Market, for what you pay, will hold its own versus anything in the world, right?
Yep, agreed.
And it's as authentic as can be. Like, you're like, this is Peruvian food? Where are you from? And the chef will be like, I'm from Peru, dude. Like,
yeah, that's it, man. Like, it's like so diverse, you know? So you don't even know where you want to go. And sometimes you're like showing up. It depends if it's winter or summer. And that's also a stake.
yeah, no, that's true. Well, I'm going to ask you the most awkward question. Do you have a joke for us?
I did, and then I forgot it.
Oh,
I don't want to call the Johnny Straight Show without a joke, but then
it can
I honestly forgot it, man.
Honestly, it can be offensive. It's okay. Offend away.
No, let me see. No, I don't have one. Someone else can go in with a joke. But I do want to say, yeah, man, I love watching you, represent Toronto day in and day out, cold, wet, hot. Like, I love you, man.
Well, thank you. Just FYI, I'm just an idiot. It's my job. I have to be out there. So, like, when your boss says, but when your boss says you have to go into work, when I'm out there in like a snowstorm, that's my inner boss saying go to work. I'm no better. I'm no special. I'm just the same as everyone else. But I appreciate it all the same. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Johnny, man.
And
I'll keep watching you for as long as I can.
And thank you and I hope I get to see Bulgaria, and I hope it looks good.
Man.
Alina has convinced me it's good. The people there look awesome. And the best thing about traveling is no matter where you go in the world, the people are always the best part. And they're always good. I've never been to a country where you're like, they're a bunch of assholes. They're a bunch of every single fucking country I've ever been to. When you go to a place, the people make it all worthwhile. Like they're
absolutely.
So it's like I want to go there. And obviously yeah, I want to go everywhere. But thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for watching the channel. I appreciate it. Sorry, I just kind of Jack Daniels cherry Coke burped. But thank you, man. So if you ever see me on the streets, feel free to say hi.
Absolutely will.
And if you want to buy me a beer, I will not say no.
Johnny's hustle on the street, like not a hustle, but like, man, this is amazing.
All right.
I love what you do, Johnny.
All right, well,
and I'll talk to all you next week or something like that.
All right, well, thank you.
Have a good one.
Cheers to you. Cheers. All right, take care. That was a friendly viewer calling in from Liberty Village. When you come here, people say not allowed, says Russell. I've had that happen to me overseas. I've been in Japan where they're like, foreigners can't come into this place. It's like, that's cool. It's your country. It's your rules. I can't come here. That's fine. I'm not going to complain. Were you in gifted class? No, I might have been in like the... What's the opposite of that? I don't want to say the slow class, but it's probably where I should have been. If you want to call in, I totally have to piss right now, but that's okay. If you still want to call in, it's 437-324-9173. No gaijin. I fucking love being in Shinjuku in the Golden Guy. I love the fact that there are like little bars that are like no gaijin, no foreigners in the window. It's like that's their way of saying like this is legit. Like if you are a foreigner, fuck off. We're not what you're about. That's cool too. Your country, your rules, you do what you do. But Golden Guy and Shinjuku, best place to go drink. Next best place, my stream. Some JD and Cherry Coke. Johnny drinking it straight, no ice, says, well, if nobody calls, we're going to end the stream. If nobody calls, we're going to end. It's 10:17. 437-324-9173. I want to kiss my future wife under the Eiffel Tower, says First Class A. I was just in Tokyo. I think Japan is overrated. I think you're full of shit. Japan is incredible. I will be back. Lisa says I'm out. The skyline in your background looks a lot like NYC. This is from my buddy's condo in Regent Park. Christo says I'm craving... Hey, we've got a phone call. This might be the last phone call of the night. It's a 647 number. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. Who are we speaking with?
What's up, man? It's Ishmael Shakur.
Ishmael Shakur. How are you?
Good, man. How are you? I've been wanting to actually call you for some time, but can't really get in always. So.
Well, tonight's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, man. You know, I just wanted to say, like, your face has been it's really familiar to me, and I figured out where I know you from.
Uh-oh. Is this going to get me in trouble?
No, not at all.
So you don't know me from, like, the Brass Rail or, like, House of Lancaster or Fillmore's?
No.
Not some go-go bar in Bangkok, no?
No. What happened was, a long time ago, I saw your, like, original video where you were showing your apartment. And I thought you looked familiar to me. And then I realized, and then later, I told you that recently, like a year ago, I moved to Alberta from Toronto. I'm going to be coming back, though, because I don't like it here. But anyway.
Obviously.
So long story short, I realized
Thank you, Jennifer Gala.
There was actually a girl I had a crush on in high school. And I used to look at her picture a lot in the yearbook. You were right next to her.
What?
So it's like your image was always maybe in the back of my subconscious mind or something. And I realized we went to high school. I was just in a grade above you. That's all. So we never actually.
So you went to high school in like Mississauga.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if you want me to say the school, but
does the first letter start with L?
No, it starts with P.
PC.
Yeah.
I made it into a Port Credit yearbook.
Didn't you go to school there?
I went to LLP.
Oh, really? I know. That's crazy, but
I don't know if that was me or not, but
yeah, well, it's your name, and the guy looks like you.
Well, maybe it's my doppelganger, maybe it's me, but either way, it is what it is. But so yeah, so what year were you born?
79.
Oh shit! So we're very close. So this lines up.
Close. I'm February 21st is my birthday.
Yeah, and I'm 80, so we're very close.
So we're close, exactly.
What the fuck is a 46-year-old man doing watching the Johnny Stumble stream? I'm just curious.
No, well, I just missed Toronto so much, right? So then I saw you had this channel too, so I started watching this one as well. So yeah, it's just I miss home, man. I can't wait to come back. I really cannot wait to come back. Don't take it for granted, people. You guys in Toronto, do not take it for granted. It's such a beautiful place. It really is.
Honestly, though, like Calgary or Edmonton don't look that bad. I think I could live there. Am I wrong?
Yeah, well, to each their own, right? I don't know, but for me, it's just not. For me, it's just this place is very dead. No offense to anyone, but this is just my take. Like, it's very dead. There's no energy. There's no like culture. You can't get like the food like we get in Toronto. Like everything is. It's just kind of boring, man. It's really a little bit on the boring side.
Yeah, well,
and quiet. It's just too quiet for my liking.
We're kind of spoiled in Toronto.
So we're really spoiled over there, man.
I
cannot wait to come back.
We got everybody from every corner of the earth making the best fucking food 24/7. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. If you remember, I told you on the chat not to go to Osmos. I don't remember me from that chat.
Oh, that was you, and you used to work for...
That was me.
Oh, shit. I honestly, like, I have not been to Osmos since you sent that, but I've been going to a place called Shawarma Royale. They are fucking legit. I get 2 chicken bowl rices for, like, under $20. They fill me up. They're super healthy.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. I used to. Well, by profession, I'm a truck driver, and sometimes I'm actually a bus driver. But right now, I'm actually with the transit system out here. But back then, I was driving for a delivery company, and I used to deliver to all these different restaurants. And when I went to, I'd say Osmos, or there are some other questionable ones too. But I used to be like, I was able to go in the back and see the kitchen and see like I was just disgusted, to be honestly, with Osmos. I was just disgusted. Like, maybe shouldn't say too much, but anyway, it just was disgusting.
But in fairness to Osmos, I used to work at the New York Fries.
Yeah.
I saw shit that like makes my stomach churn. I think that's just that when you underpay people and you overwork them, you can't expect like hygiene to be the top of the priority, right? Like, I want to come down on the employees and be like, fuck you. But the system at the same point puts them in that position to be shitty. So that's just my perspective. Like, it is what it is. Like, fuck everybody who goes into that. But yeah, I've seen a lot as a former fast food worker. I've seen a lot.
I hear you, and I've seen a lot as someone who used to deliver to these places. So I hear you, man.
Well, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Do you have a joke for us?
Oh man, probably, I don't know, kind of corny, but there was this what do you call a priest who becomes a lawyer?
This is gonna be good. What do you call Harold Reynolds? Are you taking notes? What do you call a priest who becomes a lawyer?
Father-in-law.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for the heads up about Osmos.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. I was hoping, like, you don't mind if, like, maybe if you're like out on the street or something, if I can catch up with you, or like, if you don't mind if people like walk up and say hi to you, right?
Nope, not at all. I'm recording everything in public, so like it's only fair that people.
I would love to come and say hi to you, man.
If you ever see me, like, feel free to do that. Remind me of this, because.
Yes, I will.
I'm pre-dementia. My memory is shit, but thank you so much.
Yeah. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, cheers.
All right, cheers, buddy.
All right, have a good night.
You too, man. Thank you. Good night.
And I think just like that, we're going to wrap up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've got... my bottle... Wow, we made a pretty good dent on this bottle of JD. But Harold Reynolds says I'm adding that one to my collection. I've still got a big dent to make. Ishmael Shakur says, cheers, everyone. Thank you for calling in. I want to thank everyone who called in. I want to thank everyone for just being a super fan of the channel. That was extremely gay. I'll not do that ever again. But thank you guys so much. I might be drunk, but I'm gonna. There's some good. I started watching The Beauty last night. The Beauty is like a hell of a good fucking show. I'm gonna watch probably episode 2 tonight, and some more stuff. I got the big TV over there, just calling my name on it. So thank you, Mark D. Thank you for the awesome. Hey, Mark D. By the way, Mark D. bought me this T-shirt I'm wearing. Blue Jays ALCS champs. Okamoto. I am convinced the Blue Jays will repeat as ALCS champions, by the way. I'm convinced about that. But thank you guys so much. There'll be a regular video on Johnny Strides tomorrow morning, 9:30 EST. We still have over 200 viewers. So back to Bangkok in a few weeks, says Matt Doctors. Aye, Captain. I would fucking live in Bangkok. If some billionaire viewer would just super chat me a condo in Bangkok, I would gladly live there forever. Wouldn't even, it would just take a millionaire. Wouldn't even take a billionaire. Just take a millionaire. But thank you guys so much. I'm going to hit the end stream button. So thank you guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. If I could leave you with just one thing, I don't know what I'm going to say next, but if I could leave you with just one thing, that's good enough.